Happy New Year's Eve. Hope everyone's been enjoying their Christmas, or if you're on a Christmas break, I hope everyone's been having fun and relaxing, hopefully. Um, I've been kind of not really tired, well, a little bit tired. I finished my last radiation treatment on the 23rd of December. And then we had, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day of like dinners and all that kind of stuff. So, those were busy days. Anyway, I've had some time to recoup from that. I kind of feel like I have my energy back again. And I was sort of going on those few days where I was like kind of relaxing and not going for my night walks or anything like that. I ended up going through a lot of my stuff and kind of just doing like an inventory of what I have and what I need, what I don't need, what I can donate, what I can throw out, stuff like that. And I realized that I will never have to buy a shower product for at least the rest of 2025. I have so many body washes, so many soaps, so many things, conditioners and things like that. Like I pretty much used most of my shampoos and conditioners up last year because I had just a ridiculous amount of them. And I was like, hey, no more. We were not buying any more of these. So I am almost down to like my last little bit. And being bald for almost a year too, you're not really using any shampoo. So I now my hair's starting to grow back. So I realize I'm like, oh, I only have like a little bit of shampoo left. I'm gonna have to buy a shampoo at some point, in the next like month probably. And that's okay. But yeah, as for shower products and beauty products and things like that, they're I don't need anything. I don't need any toothpaste. I have loads of it from Costco that I bought. It's a lot. So I'm trying to save my money because I live in Canada. It Things have gotten so expensive. I've never had to worry about budgeting or anything. I don't have children. For me, money was never an issue. If I want to buy it, I just buy it. And it's still not that it's an issue, but I think I have to be a little bit more mindful of how I'm spending my money. So I don't really want to be wasting it on things that I don't really need. I had almost a year off of work pretty much. So I had a lot of time. I was buying things, treating myself constantly, and that's fine. It is what it is, but I don't need any more. Like all the treats and all the things that I've bought, that's plenty. I don't need anything else. I don't need any more clothes. I don't need another jacket. I don't need any more Definitely don't need any more shoes. I for some reason bought like a ton of shoes this year, and like that's good. We're good. So yeah, we're trying to save this year. I kind of think I've been on the de-influencing side of TikTok, and I had started like even a couple years ago. I kind of got rid of all my subscriptions. I was like, what am I watching? Disney Plus? Am I watching Crave? Am I watching like barely? I usually, if anything, Netflix. I always kept my Netflix because that's what I watch. I usually watch it and fall asleep to it, whatever. So I have my Netflix. I had Audible for a while, and even that, like, all these things just add up. So I ended up canceling everything other than Netflix and Spotify because I use my Spotify daily. So those are fine. I don't mind paying for those. But everything else had to go. It just had to go. There was no reason to be spending that kind of money. I also changed my phone provider because where we live, I had Bell, and Bell was expensive. Like between mine and my husband's phone bills, like we were paying like it was like almost $250 a month for two cell phones. I'm like, this is out of control. So I ended up switching. He was still in a contract with his phone, but I had bought my phone and had it for like my phones. I wasn't in any contract. So I ended up going with like Public Mobile, and it's like $45 a month, and I have all the things and more data than I can ever use. So like I'm good. Like it was little things like that. I also had quit smoking this year. I had to quit smoking in February. I'm probably going to do like another video on that one, but I've been putting that money away. Any of the money that I would spend on smoking goes automatically into a savings account. Yeah, so little things like that. I've been trying to make like little changes. I unsubscribed to a whole bunch of emails, whole bunch of text messages from like all the stores because they all want your email and your phone number, like H&M and Sephora and this and that. And Sephora can be very deadly. I love my Sephora shopping. I really do, but it had to stop. Like, it was enough. I went a few days ago and I had some gift certificates and things like that. So I stocked up on things. A lot of stuff was on sale. So I stocked up. I ended up spending a little bit of my own money too, which was fine. It was all on sale and I have it now. I probably won't need anything like makeup wise for the rest of the year. I won't need anything, maybe like one or two things here and there, but like that's it. I have no reason to go to a Sephora and buy more stuff. I just don't need it. Yeah. So unsubscribing to the emails, deleting some of the apps, like I don't want to see it, you know? Like Bath and Body Works is brutal too. Like they send you like a ton of emails and whatever. And it's like I don't really, other than when the soaps go on sale, because there's always like the non-negotiables. Like I love my Bath and Body Works soaps, but I'm not buying the candles anymore, the wall plugins or any like all that stuff is so toxic. Even I have a ton of their body washes that I'm gonna use just because I have them, but even that, they're so fragrance and stuff like that. Like they're not good for you, but I have them. We'll use them and be done with them. But yeah, it's gotten crazy. The consumerism's gotten so crazy, and like I fall into those traps too. You know, you watch TikToks and like, oh, you have to have this and you have to have that, and then like I go buy it and I'm like, did I really have to have it? No, not really. So this year is all about saving money. Plus, I have a trip booked for September to go to Italy to visit my cousin. So that's another thing too. And other than like flight and like where I'm staying, I don't plan on really spending a lot of money. Like she was explaining to me, we were just talking about it this morning actually about, like the cost of food and everything there is so much cheaper. Like, you can buy a whole pizza for €4 or something like, so, but there's also the exchange rate as well. But anyway, we're going to save for that because I don't like to put things on credit. I don't try to carry any debt, and I've always been like that. I use my credit card and then I pay it off like every payday. So I try not to carry. For a little bit, I had to put some bigger items on it and stuff. But right now we're just using it, paying it, using it, paying it. So that's been pretty good, and I've been trying to put more money away these days. So I think I'm going to really crack down in the new year, and it'll be better too. I've also, because I haven't been working because I've been off with cancer treatments and things like that. Once I'm back to work, I'll be definitely in more of a routine, and I won't have time to like online shop and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to be working 8 hours a day. And then I have things to do when I get home. Like we come home, we got to cook dinner, clean up. I like to walk every night. So that pretty much my walk takes up most of my night anyway. And then by the time I'm done that, it's like your shower, bedtime routine, and off to bed you go. So there will be no time for any of that. And I've also been, because I am going to Italy in September, I've been trying to learn some Italian. Obviously, I won't be a fluent Italian speaker by the time I get there, but I've been trying to learn it. So when I go for my walks, I found a thing on Spotify where it's called Learning Italian While You Drive. So you just like listen to, they'll say the English word, then the Italian word, then you repeat it twice kind of thing. And it's 40 lessons, and I think all the lessons together, all 40 of them, are about 3 hours and 40 minutes. So they're not big lessons. So I just kind of listen to them throughout my walk. And I notice as I'm, every day when I go for a walk and I listen to them, I'm starting to remember things a little bit more. Just so I don't want to go there and not be able to like understand people that don't speak any English. I want to be able to like just pick up little words and phrases here and there. So between doing that, I started back on Duolingo, so I'm like practicing on my Duolingo and stuff. So I feel like those things are things that will take me away from like the extreme consumerism that's been going on. So I'm not going to have time to go shopping or spend my money, and I don't want to. So I'd rather put that time to use doing other things like trying to learn a new language and, getting my exercise in. So I feel like that's a much better use of my time. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at, and those are going to be my goals for 2025. Save some money. Don't buy things unless they're absolutely necessary, like gas and groceries and paying your bills. Like those need to be done. But other than that, we don't need to go to Bath and Body Works and buy 10 more body washes because they're on sale. I don't need a million more soaps. I don't need any more face stuff. So that's what I'm going to try to do this year, to the best of my ability. So I hope everyone has a happy New Year's Eve and be safe out there.